presidential campaign season. Let me tell you, I don't know about you, but I am always trying to figure out who around me is Democrat or Republican. I've recently just acquired a magic power. I can tell you who's Democrat and who's Republican by, ready? Just glancing at them. Don't believe me? Let me show you. One of my friends, she has a cat. She is a night owl, and she is an active Facebook user. I look at her, and I know that she is a Democrat. Another friend, he has blue eyes and blonde hair. He has a dog. He is a morning person. Just by glancing at him, I know he is a Republican. You may think I am just talking crazy here, but there is actually scientific findings behind this magic power, and that is what I'm going to share with you today. There's a reputable polling company in Pittsburgh named Civic Science. Back in 2012, during the presidential election season between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney, the polling company Civic Science asked close to 200,000 Americans about who they would choose, Obama or Romney. The same group of people also provided millions of answers to thousands of other poll questions about their lifestyle, demographics, favorite brand, celebrities, movies, finances, and even hair and eye color. The polling company then analyzed all of that data to find questions that were most predictive of a person's choice for president. I'm going to share with you some of those findings. You may already know that those who are pro-Obama are also pro the healthcare reform, the birth control, increase of the minimum wage, green energy, gun control, to name just a few. Republicans are generally the opposite on these issues from Democrats. However, do you also know that people who like Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert are very likely to be Obama supporters? People who like Glenn Beck are much more likely to prefer Romney. Obama supporters are most likely to watch NBC, then ABC, then CBS, while Romney supporters love Fox, then CBS. People who like David Letterman, Oprah, Jimmy Kimmel, and Conan O'Brien are most likely Obama supporters. Oh wow, actually this is sort of easy to understand, right? When you talk about Hollywood stars, you will find that Obama supporters really like George Clooney, Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, Ben Affleck, Jamie Foxx, Woody Allen, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Richard Gere, Will Ferrell, and Daniel Craig. On the other hand, only people who like Mel Gibson are highly predictive of a Romney supporter. Sorry. For the pop music stars, among the most predictive qualities of an Obama voter is how much they like Lady Gaga, Jay-Z, his wife Beyonce, Lil Wayne, or Bruno Mars. For favorite movie genre, here's a cool one. People who love action movies are much more likely to vote for Mitt Romney. Fans of horror movies then, and also dramas, and then comedies are more likely to fall in Obama's camp. Now, let's talk about fashion. Obama supporters are much more likely to be up on the latest fashion, particularly youth fashion. If someone is a big fan of Sean John, Dolce & Gabbana, H&M, Fat Farm, Rocawear, Juicy Couture, Prada, Forever 21, Kenneth Cole Shoes, Ed Hardy, American Apparel, Candice Shoes, Chanel, Echo, Burberry, and Express, chances are really good that they will vote for Obama. Now, what about cars? If you're cruising down the highway and see people driving a GM car, Mini, or Fiat, chances are pretty good that they are Obama supporters. We can also safely assume that a big NASCAR fan is going to support Romney. Same holds true if they like to hunt or fish or listen to country music. One of the interesting stats that I find is people's opinion on Google. People who feel that Google is evil would probably vote for Romney. Obama fans think Google is trustworthy. With the same token, the longer a person has been on Facebook and the more active they are on it, the more likely they are to support Obama. A person who doesn't use any social networking site is much more likely to support Romney. Now, the polling company is not saying that if you're a Republican, you're more likely to not use any social networking sites. Rather, it is saying that the correlation you are not using any social networking sites and your likelihood of supporting Romney is really high. That's all. An Obama supporter is going to be much more likely to frequently download music or movies over the internet, or regularly watch full television programs online. Romney supporters are more likely to have satellite television service. Now let's look at the books. Obama supporters are more likely to prefer reading fiction books, while Romney supporters are, they like non-fictions. And who knew Romney supporters are actually more likely to say that they don't read books? Now, about home ownership. People who own a home are most likely to support Romney. Renters and those still living with their parents are more likely to support Obama. Now, about your favorite household chores. This is a good one for you. People who prefer cooking and cleaning are more likely to support Obama. If your neighbors love working in their yard, there's a very good chance they are Romney supporters. Now, what about pets? Obama fans like cats, while Romney fans like dogs or no pet at all. And let's see, what about staying up late? Well then, if you do, then there's a pretty good chance you support Obama. Wake up early every morning? I bet you support Romney. Now let's look at the race. White voters are slightly more likely to support Romney. Black and Hispanic voters are much more likely to support Obama. Other races are more likely to be undecided. Now, hair and eye color. People with black hair and people with red hair are actually most likely to support Obama. People with gray hair or white hair are more likely to support Romney. People with brown hair are actually split down the middle. Next, let's look at them in the eye. If they have blue or hazel eyes, they are more likely to support Romney. If they have brown eyes, it is probably Obama. Of course, younger voters in general prefer Obama and older ones prefer Romney. The split breaks among those aged 35 to 44, where a full 9% of voters remain undecided. This also explains why Obama fans like youth fashion, horror movies, fiction books, Facebook, and Google, being night owls, being renters living in urban cities, therefore not having much space for raising a dog, and more importantly, cannot even wake up early enough to walk the dog every day, because it's just too much responsibility. Of course, you can always find yourself not agreeing with the poll result. These polls reveal the correlations only, so it's less about you, but more about how correlated people's choice on a lot of things is with how they choose the next president. I am curious to find out whether these correlations differ now in our coming presidential election. We'll find that out in 2016.